Children, this is the third video of chapter Application of Derivative. In the first video, we have discussed derivative as a rate measure, which is also the most important exercise. Second exercise, we have dealt with the tangents and normals of any curve, equation of tangents and normals of any curve. And the third exercise is based on approximation, which is not there in the syllabus this year. So we are dealing with the fourth and fifth exercise in this video. So fourth exercise is basically the repetition of last exercise of class 11th, linear inequalities. So let us revise that topic in the fourth exercise. Method of interval you have done in the in class 11. These type of questions were there in the last exercise. If suppose this is the inequation and x plus 2 is there in the denominator, so whatever is there in the denominator, that is x plus 2, multiply the square of x plus 2 both the sides in the numerator. X plus 2 whole square this side, x plus 2 whole square this side, whole square gets cancelled out by this x plus 2, so x plus 2 is left. Any number multiplied by x plus 2 is 0. So this type of equations we were getting last year. So this is an equation. How to find the solution set? These type of equations are solved by method of interval. You must be remembering this thing. So how to solve it? Take out x plus 1 equals to 0. Suppose x will be equals to minus 1. Place x equals to minus 1 here. X equals to 3 from here. And x plus 2, that is x equals to minus 2 here. So write all the numbers, these three values, in the increasing order, like we used to place the values negative first, lower negative, and then positive side. So from the right side, starting from the positive sign only, we have to start from the positive sign, then positive, negative, and positive, negative, and so on. Main thing, you have to place positive sign first on the right side. Starting from right to the left side, we have to start from positive sign. Any number of signs can come, but first should be the positive sign. Now this equation shows that this value is greater than or equal to 0. Any number greater than 0 is what? Positive. So where we have positive is here from this point to this point, and this point to infinity. So the answer is, solution set is from minus 2 to minus 1, then 3 to infinity, because this part is negative, this part, so we have to leave these things. If this would have been less than or equal to 0, if the sign would have been less than or equal to 0, so we should have taken the value, these values, minus infinity to minus 2 and minus 1 to 3. But this is greater than 0, so this is the solution set. And when we place a straight bracket, when we have equal to sign here, then we put the straight bracket. If the equal to sign was not there, then we should have put the round bracket like this. And we have to place always the round bracket with infinity sign. Let us discuss one more question. These type of questions also. Again, just move this on the left side, solve it out further. After this, we are getting this value. Again, solve according to method of interval. Place these three values, minus 8, 1 and minus 3 here, increasing order. Starting from the positive sign, positive, negative, and so on. This is less than 0, so we have to take what? We have to take the negative part, because any value less than 0 is what? Negative. So answer will be minus infinity to minus 8 and minus 3 to 1. Clear? Next comes the increasing and decreasing functions. So how to find whether the equation is increasing or decreasing? So whenever any function is given, any equation is given, differentiate the value. If that differentiated value is greater than 0, then that will be called the increasing function. If this is less than 0, that will be called decreasing function. Let us discuss with examples. Show that this is a strictly increasing function. How to find? differentiate this value, like I've discussed. Differentiate this 3x plus 17. 3x will be 3 and 17 is a constant term, so it will be 0. So 3, we have got the differentiated value as 3. And what is 3? 3 is greater than 0. And any differentiated value greater than 0 is increasing. So it is a strictly increasing function. This was the simple equation. Now let us discuss bigger equation. This is the equation. We have to prove whether this is an increasing function or not. So differentiate this value, we will get this value. Now we can take out 3 common from this equation. 3 is common. Now factorize this value. No, don't factorize. We can see that we can make a square of this value. X square minus 4x. If we take out split this 5 with 4 plus 1, then this becomes a square of what? X minus 2 whole square. This is the square of x minus 2. So a square minus 2ab plus b square, this becomes this, and 1 is separated. Now we can see that this is whole square, and its squared value is what? Squared value is positive. 1 is itself plus 1 is itself positive. So we can say that this differentiated value is positive. So it is increasing function. Let us discuss one more question. Find intervals in which function fx is equals to this. Is it strictly increasing or decreasing? So in which cases are these increasing and decreasing? Both the cases we have to find. With the same equation, we have to find which case, from which interval to which interval it is increasing, and from which interval to which interval it is decreasing. So differentiate this value. We have differentiated this value. Take out 6 as the common term. 6 as the common term. Then we can see that 6, after taking out 6 as the common term, factorize this value. Factorize this value. After factorization, we are getting these two factors. Now, according to method of interval, first put this value here, minus 2 and minus 1. This is itself, minus 6 is itself negative term. So, for getting an increasing function, this should be greater than 0. So for getting the increasing value, this value, this whole equation, differentiated value along with negative 6 should be greater than 0. And this will be greater than 0 only when minus 6 is itself negative. So this should also be negative. This should also be negative. This should always be negative. Why negative? Because negative, and if this part is negative, then negative becomes positive. So to make it the increasing function, this value should be greater than 0. So this part should be less than 0. So according to method of interval, minus 2, minus 1, any number, any equation less than 0 should be negative. So minus 2 to minus 1 is the negative part. This is the negative part. So for increasing function, this should be the value from minus 2 to minus 1. And for decreasing function, this part should be positive, so that negative and positive becomes negative. So this part should be positive, that is greater than 0. So greater than 0 means positive part we have to take, minus infinity to minus 2 this, and 1 to infinity this value.